All right, good morning, everybody. It is now a Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. So let's just see. I'm doing my initial scan here and looking to see if we have any setups. But let's take a look once again and look at what we're going to be trading this morning. If you look on the top right-hand corner, you're going to see that we're going to be looking at the ES, which is going to be the E-mini S&P 500. We're going to be looking at RTY, which is going to be the mini Russell, YM for the mini Dow, and NQ for the mini NASDAQ. We'll be looking also at gold, GC, silver, SI, CL for crude, NG for natural gas, and BTC for Bitcoin. On the Forex side, we'll be looking at the Aussie US, Euro US, and the US yen. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trading two different methods. For the indices and the commodities, we're going to be using something that we call Einstein. It's a combination of a formula and several patterns that we teach in the core package and the crystal ball package. It provides us with an exact entry, a profit target, and a reversal, meaning if we don't hit profit target and we hit reversal before we hit profit target, we will reverse our position, and that will then create a new profit target on the other direction, in the other direction. And then on the, on the currencies, we're going to be trading one of the 5 different patterns that we teach in the core package. These are what we call behavioral patterns. They are not something that is publicly available, and we'll be using that with the Aussie US, Euro US, and the US yen whenever we get a setup there. All right, so let's take a look here, and initial scan really isn't seeing anything right out of the gate. Possible buy coming up in the crude oil. Maybe getting a double short over here on this Aussie US. When you see those two red triangles pointing down like that over in the bottom left-hand corner, that is what sets us up for what we call a double short, which I really like. As far as the Dow this morning, pretty confident we're going to see a lower opening on the Dow. I'm getting a lot of indication that probably going to end up having a down day today on the Dow Jones. We'll see. But just looking at some of our stock scans this morning, we're seeing a lot of stocks down this morning. So could see a lot of those end up being a negative, pulling the Dow down overall. All right, crude just got triggered. Crude got triggered on a buy. It's going to be a pretty tight objective here because it already hit. It's going to bring you up to 102.15, which it's almost too late. It's too fast of a mover. It's already going up and hitting target. There is a second target up here, which is going to be, let's see here, 103.15. 103.15.
Profit target hit.
So 103.15 is going to be that target on that crude. Reversal is going to be 101.65. Once again, we need to see this double, these two little red carrots down here in order to get a setup for a double. So no go. Let's see here. No go on that double Aussie. All right, so it looks like we're pretty quiet this morning. Still not seeing anything on the indices. I really don't think we're gonna see much activity until the bell opens up here. We still have another less than 25 minutes to go on that. Gold's quiet, coming in short overnight on our gold. Nothing set up for a short-term trade this morning. Silver's really quiet. Man, just nothing on natural gas. Natural gas has been going up. Once again, we have that second target on this crude at 103.15, so we'll see if we can hit that second target. All right, so we are getting a short on one of the indices here. Let's see here. It's going to be the mini Dow. We are getting a short on the mini Dow, which is going to be YM. And target on that, on the downside. And that's going to bring us down to 310.63. 310.63.
Profit target hit.
310.63. Target on that mini Dow. Crude oil did hit that second target, so out of the crude. And let's see what the reversal is going to be on this mini Dow. Reversal point's going to come in at 312.13. 312.13. Okay, Okay, so we did hit second target on crude out of crude. Not seeing anything on the currencies. Not seeing anything on the E-mini S&P or the Russell. Okay, we have a couple pre-markets going on also on RTY and the mini NASDAQ. I am getting a buy now on RTY, so let's just go ahead and let's get a target on that RTY. Target on RTY is going to be 1764. Once again, be real careful on these pre-market trades on these indices. 317.64. And then reversal RTY is going to bring us down to 1749. Also getting a buy on the mini NASDAQ. Getting a buy on the mini NASDAQ. Target on mini NASDAQ is going to bring us up to 121.20. 121.20 for a target. And if it doesn't hit target, it will reverse down here at 120.07 and a half. All right, so don't see anything here yet. Still nothing on the currencies. Long in play on the mini Russell. Short in play on the mini Dow. Long in play on the mini NASDAQ. Once again, we're coming in short gold overnight. If you look at gold, we're also getting the double carats possibly setting up on a short-term trade. That is a 5-minute chart on gold here. But that'd be a very short-term 5-minute trade on gold. Don't think I'd want a short-term gold, but it's a possible short coming up, which would confirm our overnight trade or be in the direction of the overnight trade. Those are really strong setups, those doubles. Do you like those doubles? There was one earlier not too long ago on the Bitcoin for a 5-minute. You had your double carat buy over here. Sets up a buy on this next bar. It was a nice little up move for Bitcoin. All right, so we have still a little bit more than 50 minutes to go. I am expecting a lower opening on the Dow, so I'd be careful on some of these pre-markets. The only thing I'd feel a little bit more comfortable with would be this mini Dow having a short right now. You are in a buy on your mini NASDAQ, and you are in a buy on your Russell. So I could possibly see a reversal early on that. Well, we still have some time. Let's see what's going on. I don't think there's any major news out this morning. Yeah, I really don't see any huge reports coming out until Wednesday. So anyway. So overall, I still think I'm looking at the Dow. It just kind of gives me an overall direction on these indices because they're all going to be pretty much moving together. One of the things that I look at is I watch these gaps, and I'll show you what I mean by that. You see these big gaps, you had your big price gap over here. This goes all the way back to June 9th. You had that price gap, then you had that price gap. Markets fill up gaps, okay? Question is it going to fill it up, the very next day, or is it going to take a while? Depends on how strong or weak the market is. Obviously, we're in a very weak market. But you can see this little gap over here. This second gap was filled up. We still have this second gap up here, or this first gap up here, still sitting up there. So I would not be surprised to see the Dow rally up and fill up this gap at some point. Not saying it's going to happen today, but I think it really does want to fill up this gap. If you come back and you look at other gaps, and that was an opening gap, but that filled it up the very first day. Just kind of going back and looking at some other gaps, for examples. You had a gap there back on December 17th, but it filled it 2 days later. Here's a gap. Yeah, that's a little gap there. Gapped up on the 7th, and it took a while, but it finally did fill it up. You can see how he fills up these gaps. Have a gap there, filled up the gap. There's some really good strategies on trading these gaps that I really don't... that it's not something that I do quite a bit. I used to do it when I was trading stocks. I used to really watch these gaps and play these gaps. So there's another gap right there, back on 1124, but it took a while before it filled it up. So these are real important. It kind of gives you an idea of overall where the market kind of wants to go, right? So it's kind of looking at this price gap here, and it really does want to come up here and fill this gap. But will it do it in a week, or will it take longer? You know what? The longer it takes, the weaker the market is. So we're definitely in a weak market. Looking at some of these other charts here, looking at Oxy. This is one of the stocks I follow quite a bit. Had a nice little buy on Oxy on Friday. All right. All right. Still have that, still along that RTY, still along that mini NASDAQ, short that mini Dow. Very quiet this morning. Nothing, there's no new setups in here. All right, so less than 7 minutes to go. This Dow's going to open up. It's going to open up lower. I see that. Not expecting a huge lower opening based on what I'm seeing on the other indices. You have a little double buy over here. See these two little green carrots? Just double buy on the natural gas. That's only a 5-minute trade. Possible double short coming up on the silver. I really don't trade those for the metals. I prefer to trade the currencies. Sometimes I'll even take some of the indices on these doubles. Questions from somebody. Have I ever done any stock options? No, I have not. But I have traded commodity options. We used to do a lot of writing of options, but that's kind of a dangerous game. The best thing with options, if you're an option trader, Einstein is absolutely ideal for that because it does give you price targets with a high degree of accuracy, and so it makes sense to use that with options. But no, I don't. I don't trade a lot of. I don't do any stock options. I don't do any commodity options right now either. Don't need to. I mean, there's plenty here. I mean, between the indices and the forex, I mean, there's so many opportunities here. Really don't want to branch out too much. You try to do too many different, approaches. Trading too many markets can really affect your trading. I know it does myself. I like to focus on just two, maybe maximum three, but usually no more than two. And that's typically what I do. So I usually focus on just a couple and stick with that. It seems to work out pretty well. All right, less than 3 minutes to go. Waiting on the Dow to open up here. Got that little double silver in play right there. Like I said, silver's a slow mover. I wouldn't be day trading that or short term trading that. But anyway, it's definitely a short on silver with that double carrot right there. It's a real strong pattern. I love them in day. Oh my God, I never will pass up a daily. If I see something with a daily double on a daily chart, I always take those. In fact, we've got one going on right now. I think is it? No. We have an HF going on gold. We're coming in short gold. But if I see something like that, I'll take those for an overnight trade. So coming in, we're still have this buy going on RTY, buy on your mini NASDAQ, short on your mini Dow. Once again, that's all pre-market, so you want to be careful on these pre-market setups. S&P is just very quiet, the mini S&P. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. All right, there we go. Dow's down 162. Not too bad considering what the market has been doing. That used to be a pretty big opening. Now it's just like it's nothing. All right, let's see that initially what that's going to do here for these indices. Still not seeing any new setups for crude or natural gas. Seeing nothing on the currencies. So that little silver, once again, wouldn't have played a 5-minute silver, but anyway, it did pull this down. Nice little, I mean, that's a great little pattern on those doubles. You had a natural gas earlier, double buy. Had a green, so you had a little buy on this bar. So when you're trading these indices, pick your favorite. My favorites RTY, then ES, then NQ, then YM. That's kind of my favorites right now, but I do like RTY. RTY is looking like it's slowly approaching target. May have a reversal on YM.
Reverse buy.
So we just reversed on the mini Dow. Give you a new target on that mini Dow. It's going to bring that up to 312.63. This is an HF, what I call an HF pattern buy, which I like. HF patterns I like. This is an HF buy. Target of 312.63 on the mini Dow. And if we don't hit target, need to reverse. 311.13. All right, so now we're long the mini Dow, have a buy on the mini Russell, looking to hit target. Still long on the mini Nasdaq as well, and Q.
Profit target hit.
All right, target hit on the mini Dow. Dow's down 50.
Reverse sell.
Oh, wow. Mini Nasdaq reversed and went short. That's going to be an HF1. I like those, so let's see here. All right, that is short. Let's get a target over here on the mini Nasdaq. Target's going to bring us down to 119.70. Also, keep in mind here, I'm trying to follow 16 different markets. The idea is not to trade all these. The idea is to demonstrate that these patterns are universal. They work across the board. That's the idea. You can never trade that many at the same time. So you pick the one or two you like and you stick with it. All right, so 119.70. And I think it's already hit target here. Yeah, it's going through target. Going through
Profit
target. Way
target
through
hit.
target. All right, so we're out of the short NASDAQ. Mini NASDAQ. Down 118, turning around and going back down. Once again, on our stock, looking at stocks this morning, we had a lot of stocks down this morning for a projected low for the day. So when we see that, it usually indicates that the indices are going to be lower. Still on RTY. Be careful, the RTY could possibly reverse at 1749. Still looking for that target of 1764. We're going to see reversals about 25% of the time on everything, these particular patterns. Some are a little bit stronger than others. But if we get a short here, that is going to set us up for an HF1 short. HF1 short. I do like HF1s on RTY. But overall, every pattern is going to be anywhere between 72 to about 78% in terms of hitting target before it hits
Reverse
reversal.
sell.
All right, so I like this RTY short. So this is RTY short. Yeah, I like these. I like this RTY is my favorite. RTY being the mini Russell. All right, target on that. Target on that. On the mini Russell is going to bring it down to 1744. 1744. That is going to be the profit target. HF1 short. Reversal, if we don't hit target on RTY, is going to be 1759. Double possible short coming up in the US yen. There you go. There's a short on the US yen. Let's see here. This is going to be one of the core patterns here. Now on these core patterns, we only hold the trade for about 4 to 5 minutes max. That was a 65 short, 137.65 short. YM is getting a short now again. We're getting, this is an HF2 short going on your mini Russell. That HF2 short's going to put us down to 311.13. Go ahead and mark that. Profit target, 311.13. And if it needs to reverse, it's going to reverse at 312.63. All right, so we're still short RTY, looking for the hit target. Short the mini Dow, looking for the hit target. Natural gas just going short. Crude going short. Well, I see everything's hitting all at once. That's why I can't trade all of them at the same time.
Profit target hit.
Okay, we hit target on RTY. See if I can give you this natural gas. Natural gas target's going to bring you down to 64.95. Natural gas, one of my favorites, 64.95. This is going to be just a regular pairing pattern short. Target 64.95. We need a reverse on the gas. We don't hit target, 66.45. Crude, of course, went short as well. Same time, natural gas. Target on crude is going to bring us down to 102.15. That's going to be your profit target, 102.15. If it needs to reverse, it's going to reverse at the 103.65.
Profit target hit.
Wow, already hit target on crude, so crude hit target. Still short, many down, looking to hit target. Natural gas still short. Have that double short on your yen, US yen. Gonna exit here in about 30 seconds on the US yen. Real strong pattern, these double shorts. Love those pattern. So that was a win on that US yen. Out of that, still short on the mini Dow. Still have that short going on natural gas. Natural gas is one of my favorites. RTY is one of my favorites. Gold is one of my favorites. I try not to trade more than that. It just gets too overwhelming. Particularly first thing in the morning. It's real hard to keep up with these. Euro's in a double short. Look at that. You got your Euro US, this double carried down here. That's a double short. Let me go ahead and let's see. Let's call this out here and see where we are. Yeah, it's going to put you up to a 61. 1.0061.
Profit target hit.
All right, gas just hit natural gas just hit target. So we have a double short going on in the Euro US. It's going to exit here in about 4 minutes. Still short the mini Dow. Looking for a target of 311.13. Once again, if you're watching us on YouTube and Facebook, I want to thank you for joining us this morning. This is for, I'm demonstrating, I have a very unique way of trading. They're something I use and that I discovered over 30 years ago. And I wrote about it back in the 80s. I was talking about behavioral patterns back in the 80s. And I did write some articles on it back then, and they've just been incredibly accurate all these years because it's based on people's behavior, right? But the key is understanding how to identify that behavior in the market, right? You're not going to find it with an indicator. You're not going to find it with your traditional candlestick patterns. These are not what you would. This is something that you're not going to find available in any book. It's not on a YouTube. I'm the only one who has ever discovered these as far as I'm aware of, because my way of looking at the market is different. So it allows me to see patterns that are typically hidden from most people, if not the majority of people. And there's something I call behavioral patterns, and they do work. They're universal. They work across the board. So that's the purpose of what I'm doing this morning. I'm just showing you that I can use these patterns if I want to trade the E-mini, or I want to trade a gold, or I want to trade a natural gas, or I want to trade a Euro US. I'm using the same patterns. That's the beauty of it. I'm confident in the patterns. They do hold up. They do work. I know what their winning percentages are. And then as a trader, it's up to you to, use those tools, use that tool. But it's nice to have a tool that you know is going to be reliable. It's going to hold up. And you know what the winning percentages are on that tool. All those are extremely important when it comes to trading. And you're not going to find that on one of your indicators that you see always available on all these platforms. If those indicators work so good, everybody out there would be making money. And of course, we know that 98% of the people, I think it's higher than that. I'd say 99% of the people lose money because they don't know how to. First of all, they're starting off using the wrong tools.
Profit
So
target hit.
I don't care how good you are. If you're using the wrong tools, you're not going to make money, period. All right, so mini Dow just hit its target. So out of that short mini Dow, Euro still short on that double. Getting ready to get out here in about 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this Euro US. Once again, that's a double. This pattern right here, we do teach in our core package. Really, really strong. You can trade them on dailies. I love trading them on dailies. They're really good for if you want to be a scalper. Doesn't matter if you're trading stocks or whatever. Really, just a real strong pattern. Okay, out of the Euro, nice little trade on the Euro US. So we're flat across the board. I don't see anything, no new setups. So we still have about 10 minutes to go here before we hit the top of the hour. If you'd like to learn more about my strategies, please go to my YouTube channel, Binary Pro Strategies. A lot of educational material out there. I've demonstrated a lot of these setups. You can learn more about Einstein. You can learn more about core. So now Dow is down 168 again. So the stocks that I'm watching coming in, we're going to be starting offering a lot more. We're going to be looking at stocks here shortly. We're making a name change. We're not going to be Binary Pro Strategies anymore. We're going to be Innovative Trading Strategies, because the idea is that there is really no limit to where you can use these patterns as long as it's a freely traded market. So we're going to be open up stocks. Stocks that I'm looking at for an update are Coco, C-O-C-O. Let's see here. DRY. DRY is another one. ABBV and TT. Those four all looking to be up days. TT, ABBV, DRY, and COCO. Those four stocks. Okay, just got to buy on the gold here. Just got to buy on the gold. This is going to be for Einstein, so that's going to put us up to 1744. 1744. That's going to be our profit target on gold. And if gold needs to reverse, 1732. Have a possible buy coming up now on natural gas. We'll see. But watching for a potential buy coming up. Yep, natural gas just went long. That's going to be an HF2 buy on natural gas. This is called an HF2. Target is going to be 66.45 would be my profit target on the gas. 6645. Reversal, if we don't hit target on the gas, going to be 6495. All right, buy on natural gas. That's all we have on. And no, I take that back. We also have gold. So have a target on gold on the upside of 1744. Natural gas looking to hit target of 66.45. I am coming in short on the gold overnight, so overall I'm expecting gold to be down today. But once again, this is going to just be a short-term scalp against that, so I don't mind taking a long position on gold short-term once it hits target. But overall, I am expecting gold, based on my patterns, to be down today. Not seeing anything on the currencies right now, so no new setups on the currencies. YM is trying to set up an HF2 buy, but not there yet. Has a ways to go, but it is trying to set up an HF2 buy on YM, which is your mini Dow. So those on YouTube and Facebook, if you'd like me to continue on with this live morning show, first hour is free to everybody, and then we continue on with our members. Please give me a thumbs up, and also make sure that you subscribe. We'll keep you updated on any new videos. Of course, hit that notification bell. But by you subscribing and let me know you're enjoying these videos, that just helps out the channel and lets me know that I can continue on doing this live show. It is free. And then once again, it is just for demonstrational purposes only. There's more to my strategy, just taking these buys and sells. We do have ways of filtering them out and maximize our trading potential, our profit potential. So all of that is taught in our course. Teach all the patterns. Nice thing about it is once you understand the patterns, you can apply it to anything you like to trade. So like, once again, that's why we're going to branch out and start looking at stocks too. We want to show our stock traders that, yeah, you can use it with stocks. And you're not going to be competing with anybody because nobody's using these strategies, right? That's what we want. You don't want to be part of the herd. The herd loses money. All right, that mini Dow is getting close to a buy up here. Once again, still long natural gas, still long gold. All right, so it looks like we got a buy running right now on TT. That's one of our stocks. 131.01 is really one. It's going to be my first target on this TT. We're not set up to show the charts yet, but we are targeted on this TT. Mentioned this is one of the ones we want to come in. It has a strong upward bias today. And then what we do is we just pretty much just look at Einstein for our buy positions. Right now it did buy it at 130.76, trying to hit 131.01. DRY came in long and already had 2 trades hit target. Once again, we're not ready to set those up to display them on the chart yet, but we will. We had a nice little ABBV. Already had a buy this morning, hit target. So everything's hit target on stocks. All right, so here we are at the top of the hour. So once again, I'm going to leave you here with still long the natural gas. Gold is still in a buy position. Once again, these are just going to be pretty much short-term trades here. Overall, I am looking for gold to be down today, so I'm coming in short myself overnight with gold. Don't see anything on the currency, so that's going to wrap it up. Once again, YouTube, Facebook, thank you all for joining us this morning. We'll be back again tomorrow. If you have any questions on these strategies or having difficulties with your trading, I'm always glad to talk to you and give you some ideas. You can do that by going to my website, Binary Pro Strategies, that is still an active site. We will be eventually moving over to innovative trading strategies, but for right now, that's the best way to get a hold of me. Everybody have a good trading day, and good luck in your trading. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care.